Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to another Transformers review. This is Graham, and today I'm going to be doing a follow-up to my Star Saber review, and we're going to be doing Victory Leo. What a Transformer this is. Here we are with the box. Now this is another great box. I do love my boxes. Like I say, he's supposed to be the reincarnated version of Super God Jinrai after he had a fatal showdown or something with Disastrous, I think, something like that. Anyway, like I say, then he's got reformatted or whatever they call it, into a new sort of like basically a power up for Star Saber. And then he came out with this new lion mode and everything like that. He was slightly feral at the start, but then regained his senses and became just a usual old geezer. Anyway, like I said, let's have a look at the back of the box. Usual old scene. It's got the little battle scene there from the Victory. And I don't know if I zoom in on this, we've got a little thing where he shows where he's combining with Star Saber to form Victory Saber. Now, like I say, this guy cost me about, I think it was about between £80 and £100 about 4 or 5 years ago. I managed to get him complete and mint, so you can't be much more expensive than that these days if you're looking to pick him up. Now, I got this out of the box earlier, and I was totally blown away because I haven't got this out of the box for a few years actually, and I mean, look at him, he is fantastic. Now, I actually believe that the Robot Masters versions they brought out of these, which were smaller, probably about half the size or maybe a third of the size of these, were better. But I'm going to rethink that totally because these guys are much more better. I only said that because they were more easier to handle because these guys are huge. Well, this geezer's huge anyway. I mean, he's got the largest gun I think ever in Transformers. Does fire pellets, but mine are in the box and I'm not gonna break them off there just to fire them out. But like I say, it's bigger than Fortress Maximus's gun, I would think. I mean, so is that the largest gun in Transformers history? Who knows? Certainly up until they made this guy, certainly for a long time. Anyway, but like I say, he's got a great lion mode. He's got these wings for some reason. Well, obviously for the jet mode that he produces when he combines with Star Saber. Let's have a look at him. There we go, we've got his little face there. And he's got an opening jaw if I can open it. Oh, there we go, see it does open. And he's got little teeth there as well. Kind of like a saber-toothed tiger. But he's a lion, but they thought, what the hell. Anyway, like I say, his legs do move most of the time, and at the elbows, and on both sides. His back legs just sort of move like that, unfortunately. But, like I say, but if you want to put this guy on display, he looks fantastic. I mean, he's got his cannons here, he's got little red tips there that really make them stand out. He looks amazing. I mean, like I say, you just cannot go wrong with Transformers of this quality. Now, if only they brought him out over here and not just made him a Japan exclusive. I mean, but there you go. Anyway, let's transform him quickly. Right, so we take off the massive gun. We then take off these two cannons. We then flip over, put a little black panel and flip those back to reveal his little robot face in there. Now then, these flip back there, and the little orange panel flips back to reveal the little robot hand. Same on this side. Flip his claws back, clicks into place, and the orange panel. And there we go, and we've got his arms. Now these do swivel out the sides there to allow him to put his arms down. Now then, we've got little yellow buttons there for the legs. Push them in and extend them all the way until they click into place. Now then, again on that side, push a little bit of button and push them all down, all the way down. Now then, the lion legs just flip all the way up. And that's it. And then we pull out his little robot toes, little red robot toes. And there we have it. And now that is basically Victory Leo in robot mode. It's quite an easy transformation because mainly to power up with Star Saber you basically have to take him apart. So they have to make the transformation quite easy, I suppose. Anyway, then we just add on all the cannons again. And it doesn't really matter which one of these two cannons you put on either arm. Like so. I suppose it matters if you want them to look better. Like so. And we put them on there. So then he's got his two arm-mounted cannons ready to give it some. And then, like I said, with the hugest gun in the world, we then put it on the side of him, because he's got this sort of side-mounted. He's also got these tip-mounted, look like chain guns, which are just fantastic. I mean, this guy is so heavily armed, you wouldn't think that for a reincarnated version of Optimus Prime, even though he isn't Optimus Prime in the Japanese continuity, but let's just think of him as Optimus Prime, because it would be neat. Alright, anyway, we then flip that and it just clicks onto the side. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so, and it's just there, and it's just a hip-mounted cannon. Now look at that, doesn't he look fantastic? I mean, you could just put him on display like that. I mean, if I could buy 2 or 3 of these and put them all on display in either mode, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I mean, you should see them when they're in Victory Saber mode, because I used to have him on my shelf in the corner over there, and he was the centerpiece. He was absolutely huge, and he was brilliant. Right, now then, I'm just going to make sure I've got time for this. I'm going to transform into the Victory Saber jet. Right, so then, how am I going to do this? We take off all the covers, and we flip the little robot claws on the feet all the way back, and extend the little claws back to reveal landing gear, just there. Do the same on this side, flip it back, flip them back, flip the little robot toes in, and that is that. Again, the little yellow buttons, and now flip all the legs back into place, like so. Right, now then, with his little robot arms, we're going to straighten them out and put them down by his side, just like that. Trying to do this quick, because I've done this review about 2 or 3 times, and I keep running over time massively. And then we slide the wings all the way back into place. Now then, we extend them there and there. Now then, that is basically him. We then flip up the lion head into place like that. Put the black pelt over his little robot face to give him some sort of thing where he's not going to be looking like too much of a robot. Now the only gripe with that is that the lion head is pretty much visible in this mode. He does have a back landing gear, but I'm not going to extend them, because every time I try to extend them they look like they're going to break, so I'm not going to do that. But I think they're just really stiff joints. Anyway, let's grab Star Saber. This is him. I forgot to show him before in his combined jet mode. Can't believe I forgot to do that on that review. Anyway, but this is him. Like I say, the little jet just slides straight into place like that, and he becomes another great jet. He just looks fantastic. Anyway, right, let's connect him up. On Victory Leo, we pull out these little side panels here and here. Now then, he just slots very nicely into that large gap right at the back. These 2 little black pieces at the front here, I don't know if you can see them, just slide straight into the gap. Nice. Just ease it in until you find the right position, and then with the little black panels, I don't know if you can see this, just to push them until they connect back, and that holds him straight and nicely in place. Now then, that is basically the jet mode. I don't know if you can see it, it's absolutely huge and it's heavy. I don't know how a child was supposed to hold this, but anyway, that's how they made it. Now then, we put the guns back on. I have to be quick. There we go, that goes on there. This one goes back onto the little red posts. Just there. Oh my god. There and there. And there. And this is some sort of heavily armed spaceship. I think it's got to be the largest Transformers spaceship ever. I mean, look at this guy. He is absolutely huge. And how a child was supposed to play with this, I ain't got a clue. But I would have loved him, I'll tell you that now. I would have had hours of fun with this. But there he is absolutely massive, and if you can get this guy, get him, because he is brilliant. If you love spaceship Transformers, get him. I can't recommend this guy enough. Anyway, right, I'm going to have to wrap this review up there. Check out my next review when I'm going to transform these guys into the Victory Saber robot. Anyway, bye for now.